I remember the first time I started making money, and it ain't the type of money you were making, but it was, for me, it was some real money.
Yeah.
I remember all the fuck shit I had to go through.
Yeah.
I remember all the fake friends, all the fake women, the drama, the stealing, just, and also not really knowing how to handle money. Thinking it was just going to come forever at this rate when it never does. You know what I'm saying? Like just, you got your ups and downs.
Yeah.
So what was some of the fuck shit that was happening during this time? Because you're still a teenager. You don't know how to handle all this shit yet.
Yeah.
So what's the bullshit you had to deal with?
A friend stealing from me. You know what I'm saying? My assistant stole $20,000 from my bank account.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? If you go on YouTube and search it, Soulja Boy's assistant steals money. You can see the whole story. He stole $20,000 from my bank account and said that he owed some people or some shit. And I was like, you should just ask me for the money. I would have gave it to you. So I had to fire him. You know what I'm saying? Everything else was kind of straight. I was just living in hotel suites, having big ass houses and tour buses across the. You know what I'm saying? Shit was great, really. It wasn't really no crazy shit. It was fun as a motherfucker.
What was the craziest shit females did to try to get your attention during this time?
Try to get my attention?
Just at shows?
I mean, everything. Bitches, get naked right in front of you, you know what I'm saying? Try to suck your dick right there on the spot, wherever you at. Pulling up their titties, showing their titties in the crowd, trying to go backstage. Bitches jumping on the motherfucking car, jumping on the cars, and tour buses and shit, chasing our vans and shit. All type of shit. When I was young, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? I had that Bow Wow outfit, so bitches be chasing me and shit, little girls. Yeah. Now I'm older, it's like stripper bad bitches and shit.
Right. So you come off that album, Monster. Your name is popping. You got money. And actually, that song ended up getting on Entourage, right?
Oh no, it went on everything. I can't remember the specific names and shit, but yeah, it was licensed to a lot of movies and TV shows and shit.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, hell yeah, it was on Entourage.
Right, and just to reiterate, unlike most other artists during that time, you wrote the song and you produced it, and you had all your publishing?
Yep.
Okay, so Collie Park didn't take part of the publishing during the deal or nothing else like that?
Nah, I ain't do my pub deal till like 2011. I don't want to get into all that though, but I'm gonna keep it real though. Yeah, he had parts of my publishing.
But that's typical in New Orleans.
He had parts of my publishing. I had got a lawyer and new management, and I got 100% of all my shit back.
Okay.
So that's how that went.
So you're sitting there making residuals like crazy. Yep. Not only you getting album sale residuals, you're getting publishing residuals, yep. and you wrote and produced the song, yep. which is rare. Yeah. Usually the producer come in and
Yeah, that was some crazy shit. I'm glad that happened too.
And the whole album you produced?
I produced the whole album, 90%. I used one beat from Collie Park, so he got 10%. So I produced 90% of the album.
Crazy.
Crazy.
The whole robbery thing, does that happen before the second album or after the second album?
The robbery happened after the second album.
Okay, so let's get into the second album. So the second album is
I Soulja Boy Tell Him.
Why'd you call it that?
I called it that because that whole Mac Apple wave was hit hard.
iMac, all that.
Apple came to my video shoot, they cranked that. Tell them what you want to tell them. Apple came to that video. Apple came to my video shoot, cranked that, and gave me the iPhone, the first one that they ever had. They gave it to me. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Woo-de-woo-de-woo. Basically, when I got on, I was still in the hood, trapping and capping and shit. 2008, 2006, I still was in the hood. I ain't do my deal yet. Jibbs was popping from St. Louis. He had a song called Chain Hang Low, Woo-de-woo-de-woo. The nigga called me, flew me to St. Louis. He wanted to sign me. I felt like I was too big to sign with another rapper, so I went with Interscope. But I fuck with Jibbs, he my nigga. When I met him, he told me, yo, all that Windows shit is out. Everybody in this industry use Apple products. We use MacBooks, we use iMacs, we use whatever the fuck he said. So I said, all right, whatever. He my nigga, I believed him. I went and bought a fucking MacBook. I went and bought all Apple shit. I threw all my Windows shit away. Then Windows, they seen that because I'm popping with Crank That. Every time I do my YouTube videos, they see my MacBook. So they came to my video shoot to Crank That. They gave me that first ever iPhone. It was hard as fuck. And it was just a wave. So I called, everything was iPod, iPad, iPhone. So I said, I Soulja Boy, tell him.
So you dropped the album. Did you produce the whole thing again?
Nah, this one I produced probably like 50% of the album, and the other 50 went to like Zaytoven.
Ah, you were working with Zaytoven.
Yeah, I cashed that nigga out for hella beats. I let him take over. He did like he like executive produced my second album, Zaytoven. I love Zaytoven. He the hardest producer ever, man.
Yeah, from the Bay Area too.
I was in my hood bumping Gucci Man every day in the hood. So them beats were stuck in my head, the melodies.
Oh, so that's why you reached out to him.
Hell yeah, so once I got on, I made $1 million. I was like, nigga, get Zaytoven in this motherfucker. I was in the trap, broke, bumping his shit every day. Do my second album. So that's how that came about.
Okay, and you're still signed to...
Interscope.
Okay, but you're still fucking with Collie Park?
Still fucking with Collie Park.
Okay, so you dropped the second album.
Gold.
Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Kiss Me Through the Phone, platinum. Number one.
2 million downloads.
2 million sold.
Another hit. Not quite as big as Crank That.
Not quite as big, but
but still hella big.
In its own right. Wasn't a dance, wasn't a, you know what I'm saying?
It was kind of a love song.
Straight to the bitches.
Yeah. Turn My Swag On, same album.
Hot up out the bed, turn my swag on.
1 million downloads.
Platinum.
Platinum.
Platinum, nigga.
So you had two platinum singles off that.
2 platinum singles off my second album.
So you still going strong at this point.
I'm going crazy.
You're going crazy. What changes in your life by the time the second album comes around?
I turned 18, so I was kind of a man. I've been a man since I was in the streets, but I was officially like a man. I was still a little boy on my first album. My first deal, I was a little boy.
So you're only 18 with 2 albums out with platinum singles on both.
Yup.
Killing it.
Going crazy.
Going crazy.
Touring, 45,000 a show.
45,000 a show.
Went on tour with Lil Wayne.
Huh.
Lil Wayne got on the Turn My Swag On remix.
Right.
Went in the studio with Puff Daddy. That's the nigga that signed B.I.G. I'm with Legends now. You know what I'm saying? Working with Kerry Hilson, we in the studio every day. Me and Tiana Taylor working every day. Me and Rihanna working. Met Nicki Minaj.
Right, because Nicki was rolling with Gucci during that time, yeah.
Met Nicki Minaj before she was signed to a major.
Yeah. She
was just signed to Lil Wayne. She was like, I'm signed to Lil Wayne, you know, I'm from New York. I'm a rapper. I made songs with her. While I was working on my second album, I recorded with Nicki Minaj. You know, we made a lot of music together. You know what I'm saying? Me and Gucci Man made a lot of music together. Like, that second album was just dope for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a growing spurt, a growth in my career.
Yeah.
Performed at the BET Awards, Michael Jackson tribute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Performed Turn My Swag On, hopped out the bed, LeBron James in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Met Kanye, produced for Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Met Kanye, you know, met Amber Rose in the studio with Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, produced like hella beats for him and shit. Worked on the RoboCop remix. It never came out. Nominated for a Grammy at this point.
Right. Well, you were nominated for your first album, right?
I was nominated for Crank That.
For Crank That, yeah.
I got the nomination a year later.
For?
Crank That.
Okay, yeah, Crank That.
At 18, doing my second album.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's when I got the nomination.
Okay.
So I was at the Grammys like, this shit crazy.
Surreal.
All in a year, you know what I'm saying? Last year I was just in the trap, doing independent shit, trying to get it.